December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win.
Here we go.
And Chase will go in motion left. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They go play fake. Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Touchdown! Xavier Worthy, 45 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 2nd down now. Woodson, 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. You talk about this Chiefs defense. And they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And here's a leaping catch. He pulled it in. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. They fake the give. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Xavier Worthy. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody...
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Burrow on play action. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34. What a career he continues to have. That catch is number 815. That ties him with Hall of Famer Shannon Sharp.
And just think about this. The only people ahead of him at the tight end position in catches, Antonio Gates, Jason Witten, and Tony Gonzalez. You catch 815 passes as a tight end in the NFL, call your tailor and get measured for the gold jacket.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff up the middle. Woodson. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. This defense for the Chiefs very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 4th down. Patterson's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call. They're opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
Oh, a good-looking return setup here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25. That one out wide and intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times, so his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
On 1st down, Woodson. George Karlaftis, the man to bring him down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are back within a score. Patterson now for the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And out come the Chiefs now. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Well, they'll come up 2nd and 7. Here's Pacheco once again.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion at even 20 yards. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now Mahomes.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Xavier Worthy
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And Burrow's saying, let's go, let's go. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase.
And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC-10. A big play there for Cincinnati. 54 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown.
Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left them reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The ball back to the Chiefs and Isaiah Pacheco.
He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable. And really...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a a Kansas City touchdown.
Xavier Worthy
On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1 play drive and into the end zone for 6. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down.
Throw left side, complete to Chase.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Hot. Ready. It's hot.
Now Burrow. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfections in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Again, it's Pacheco.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
76 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Mahomes now on first down. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Xavier Worthy.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Woodson, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
Up the middle they go. Woodson pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
3rd and 2. Now Burrow.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I can put my my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6.
Now it's Burrow.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And they try to set up the screen, but that almost disaster as it falls incomplete. Very nearly a turnover, but it's 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 16.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23.
108 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
Remember, they have won 3 straight. Beginning to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Now it's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki, and he goes out right around the 39.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. To the air again, Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort from the 38 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. Burrow will throw.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he'll go down at the 28.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete, and he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And he's wrapped up. Taken down, back at the 25. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And quickly they get to the line. Here's Burrow. This is caught. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. You just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
3rd and goal, Burrow. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. T. Higgins from a yard out. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told.
And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Xavier Worthy,
47 yards.
And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
First down. Here's Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw it here. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
Xavier Worthy,
32 yards.
And the Chiefs are going to be moving on to 12-0 as they extend their lead further.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Kansas City, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week